Oh shit. Yeah, I got a bag on my desk.
Yeah, I do now too. All right.
I'm sorry?
Now I'm in business.
Pretzels. Want some? Let me know if you end up wanting me to turn your mic on. Alright. This is a way to start the stream.
I'm getting you set up on Facebook right now.
Alright. So, I have had a day, but we're gonna wait to talk about my day so that we can get people hooked on the stream. They want to know how my day's been, and then they like, ooh, I gotta watch this shit. I'll give them a little bit of a juicy bit to sink their teeth into. I had to call the cops on somebody twice. So, yeah, that's a thing. I don't know if my freaking music levels are good or not. Think they are. Maybe. Alright, so, how's your day been, Chad?
Just tiring, man. Not bad. Just tiring. Just busy at work, man.
Yeah?
About it.
I don't know. Anything to say about it?
Got about over 150, I think, $1,000 order. Some pretty big stuff going out to South America, and they want to get it on this month's stats. So we kind of had to bust ass and get a lot of shit done this week. So it's been kind of like hustle, 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 and now tomorrow finally we get to chill a little bit. We actually got it done.
Couldn't they just like gun deck that shit?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised you even knew what I meant. Because that's not a civilian term.
I work with a couple guys that were retired Navy.
Okay. Well, a familiar person showed up on my Halo stream in the comment section for one comment, and then he got scared and left. Fucking Mr. Bracket Gaming.
Oh, go figure. Really?
Yeah. He showed up within like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something.
Huh.
So I tried calling him out, but it didn't really work. Peter Leora Fausto, I haven't seen you here in a minute. Dude, he's been around enough for me to know his name. So he's an OG around here.
I popped into a couple of those bracket gaming streams, and I think I've had smarter and more intelligent conversations with dead trees.
Oh yeah, if a thought went through his head, it'd be the shortest trip in North America.
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. He dares me to take his channel down. Look, I don't give a fuck about your stupid channel. I don't care. Like, I really don't.
If we took it down, it would actually be more relevant than what it is now.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't know. You're sitting over there like, nobody watching you, and I don't have many people watching me, but you're sitting over there acting like a bunch of people are watching you, and nobody does. You don't engage with the comment section of your streams fucking at all. You don't have any sort of production value going on. I have invited you numerous times to come on here on the Kekfest, and you have ignored each and every single one of them because you're a pussy. That's about all I've got to say about that. What's up? For what? Oh shit.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't get him.
I don't understand him either. Like, I really ought to just ban him, but it kind of goes against how I want to run this page a bit. Yeah, Gutierrez is like, that about sums it up. On the subject of stupid fucking people, oh my god. You know what? Let's get started on this.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn Dania's mic on because I'm sure she's gonna weigh in. Because she was involved in this.
Oh shit.
And it's gotten us both in the mood that we feel like going outside and headbutting the parking lot until we're in a self-induced coma.
Hey, I hear you get some good sleep that way.
You know what? We both could use the sleep. Anyways, yeah. So there was a really cagey guy that came in. He like supposedly ordered a phone over the internet.
Uh-huh.
And fucking like everything was off about this guy. Like, I don't know if he was on something. At the time, I didn't know if he was on something or if he just wasn't like mentally there or what the deal was. But something seemed kind of off.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I took a look at this guy and I loitered around outside for a little bit, like, out of my office.
Yeah.
And then, like, eventually I had to go do some work. And I went back to my office and was like, I'll just look at this through the window. Because we have, like, a fucking we have one of those tinted windows that looks like a mirror where I could see outside.
Yeah, I
like,
get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just monitor this situation through the window. So I'm probably sitting down for all of like, I don't know, a minute and a half or 2 minutes. And like Dania messages me like, hey, could you like come out here? Like the other person who's working out here is uncomfortable with this guy. So I went out there and just kind of, I don't know, acted important, I guess. I sat there and chatted with them for a bit and, you know, yeah, so then eventually I'm like, well, I have to go get something done. So I propped my office door open so I could hear everything going on outside, hoping that that would make the front desk person a little more comfortable, which it did. Now there's a whole side of it that I didn't see because I was in my office that Dania was a part of.
Yeah.
Should I let you explain it, or should I talk about what you told me about it?
I don't know.
So apparently this guy was making lewd gestures at her.
Oh shit.
And like blowing her kisses and stuff.
And winking.
Oh wow.
Like this guy had no idea how to conduct himself in public. So eventually one thing leads to another, and I don't know what the hell the guy was getting mad about, but he got mad.
Uh-huh.
And he ended up like storming out of the store. And I had to load some stuff up into like my work truck to take it to like another customer. And when this guy came in, he came riding in with like an older guy, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't, at this point in time, I don't know the nature of the relationship between these two people. Like, I don't know if they're like, I don't know, gay lovers, or if they're family, or if they're roommates, or what the fuck's going on.
Right.
And in fucking 2024, you really can't make assumptions either way.
No.
But the one guy was like 30 years older than the other guy.
It might have been his dad.
Funny you should say that.
Gay lovers would have been funnier.
Oh yeah, gay lovers would have been hilarious. So anyways, I hear the younger one who was in the store causing a scene, talking to the older one like, hey, you better respect my authority, and you better do what I say, and this and that and this and that. Like, almost the type of shit that like an abusive husband would say to his wife when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
That it just fucking screams domestic abuse. But I'm like, well, I'm gonna mind my own fucking business, and I'm going to go back into the store.
Yeah.
I go back into the store, I turn around, it looks like these two people are about to fight each other.
Oh shit.
So then at this point, I'm like, well, okay, this has got to stop, you know? And I'm like, I go out there, I'm like, hey, like, you can't do this shit here. You got to go somewhere else. He turns around, he looks at me, he's like, well, you need to mind your own fucking business. I'm like, well, when you start getting on some bullshit in my parking lot, it becomes my fucking business.
Right.
Like, now pop smoke and kick rocks. And the older guy looks at me, he's like, call somebody, get some help. I'm like, well, I wasn't originally going to call the cops because while this is a fucked up situation, at that point, to me, it wasn't fucked up enough to call the cops for.
Right.
But that guy asked me to call the cops, so perhaps he needs help, and there's some mitigating factors that I don't know about, you know? So I call the cops, and I'm like, hey, yeah, we have a tweaked out fucking meth head guy in here causing a damn scene in our store, or like, send somebody down here to deal with it. That's not exactly how I said it. I'm paraphrasing a bit. But that's more or less what I told them, and then I gave them the description and everything. So, I don't know, probably about a minute later, a cop shows up. Fucking great. Great thing about being in a small town. They have absolutely nothing to fucking do, so when you call them, they will come. So, yeah, one cop shows up. He starts looking around. Not too much longer later, another cop shows up. And they start dealing with the situation.
Yeah.
This guy is trying to like conduct his business or whatever, but he's just being a complete fucking douchebag about it. But when the cops show up, oh my god, you should have seen the way that guy's attitude changed.
Fucking folded, didn't he?
Dude, it was like flipping a fucking light switch. Like, usually when you call the cops on somebody, they're like, fuck you for calling the cops and this and that and this and that. Like, the guy fucking, like, thanked me for calling the cops. And, like, he's all like, yeah, you know, I know, I get it that you can't have this happening, and, you know, you gotta run a business, and this and that, and this and that. And I'm just standing there the whole time in my head like, dude, shut the fuck up and stop talking to me. I just kind of look at the guy, I'm like, whatever, it is what it is, I guess. And I turned around and went into my office to, like, go do some work again. I kept the door propped open, but it's like, oh, the cops are here. I don't need to stand out there right now. So I'm in there for, like, I don't know, another half hour or something. And then eventually I come out like, hey, I got, like, my customers that I gotta deal with, so I gotta go do this. And I come out and I check on everybody, like, y'all alright? Like, I gotta go do this. Like, the cops are here, but, like, I think y'all will be fine because the cops are here. Fucking, dude, everybody in the store was uncomfortable.
Oh, I can imagine.
So then I go out and I go up to the cops because I don't know if they want any kind of statement from me or what. Like, I go up to them like, hey, do you need anything from me? Because otherwise, if not, like, I gotta go real quick. So then they interview me a bit. And then they tell me, like, oh yeah, like, there's some real mental illness going on there. And even the older guy, like, he's a bit on the like, he's a bit on the mental illness.
Gotcha.
How do I say this without sounding like a dick? Maybe I don't. The guy's fucked in the head.
Hey.
Maybe I just call it like I see it. Like
That's what I was about to say.
There's something is happening in his brain that the neurons are not firing the way they should, and this guy just does not get it. And the cops made it sound like the dad was the same way, but, like, they do have, like, some sort of domestic abuse situation going on, but because they live in a whole other city, like, they can't do shit about it. So the cops leave, the guys leave, I leave. This is the point which everything should have fucking ended. And for, like, literally anybody else on the planet other than maybe me and Dania, it would have ended right there. But me and her both have incredibly shitty luck with fucked up situations like this. And when you combine the powers of the both of us together, it gets even worse. Like, the only thing that could have happened beyond that was it getting physical, which it almost did because I almost beat the brakes off that guy in the parking lot. Or, like, the guy pulling out a weapon and trying to rob the place or something, right? Like, I don't know what to say other than it was a shit show. Anyways, yeah. I get done, you know, working with my customer and this and that. I go back. I go back and, you know, all right. The rest of the day was supposed to be great. Well, probably about... Actually, it wasn't even about. Like, I came back to the store, and this guy was fucking there again. Just laying on her... What the fuck is that seat thing? It's not an ottoman, but it's not a couch or a love seat.
It's like a bench.
Yeah, I guess. It's like a cushioned table. It's like a gaming table size thing. Like you know,
it's a bench.
Play board games on, but it's padded so you can sit on it. It's weird. It's a bench, but it's a weird bench. I don't get it. I don't know why it was designed that way. This guy was just laying on the bench. Like, you know, he was at home.
He made more rude gestures at me.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I texted Dania. Dania was in the bathroom. So
Yeah.
I texted. I'm like, hey, yeah, the guy's back. I'll pull up. I'll pull it up. I won't have to paraphrase it. I'll read that shit in verbatim. We were talking about Warframe, and then I'm back in the office. So is the guy. Hi, guy? Question mark. Yes, I am right by your desk. Right, I'm leaving.
I did not, in fact, leave, unfortunately. I should have left.
I think you could have gotten away with it. So I go into the office a bit, leaving the door open, hoping that would be sufficient, but it wasn't. The front desk person was getting uncomfortable with the guy again, and Dania was getting uncomfortable, and I don't remember what was messaged to me on Teams, but it caused me to go back out there. And this guy, this guy, I guess he was, he'd done some gestures at Dania. He'd done this gesture, right? You know, our favorite no lube docking gesture. He's done that one.
Wow.
He's winked at her. Oh yeah, he's also done the beating off gesture.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking, man, I'm a little bit salty that didn't happen in front of me. But I'm also glad that it didn't happen in front of me. So, like, I would have told that guy, I would have showed that guy the door fucking immediately. So I'm sitting over there chilling out with Dania. This guy is pacing around the fucking store.
Wow.
Like some kind of fucking lion circling around its prey or something. And I'm halfway expecting this guy to try to fucking lift something. Like he's touching all the different phones and looking at everything in there, and I don't know if I was the only one that was getting this vibe or not.
No. You were not.
But I was sitting there looking at him, fully expecting him to try to steal some shit. So I moved. I was originally facing away from the store. I moved to like across from where Dania sits so that I could keep an eye on him.
He also stopped making rude gestures at me when you moved.
That's good. Maybe I need to sit that way more often when I'm feeling protective. So we're sitting over there, we're chilling a little bit, and then eventually, like, he's sitting at the front cell phone lady. Like, I'm purposely not mentioning her name because I don't know if she'd want it.
Right.
Fucking, we'll call her Barbara. That's not her real name, but I'm getting sick of using front desk lady, so for the intents and purposes of this story, we're gonna call her Barbara.
Barbara.
Was there a different name I should use?
No, I'm just...
Sarah, maybe?
No, certainly not. Barbara's fine.
Okay. So, fucking this dude's sitting across from Barbara. They're trying to get his cell phone shit sorted out. I start seeing hands, like rapid hand gestures. You know, like the type of rapid hand gesture you'd get when you're like feeling like you're not getting good service and you're pissed off. You're like, yo, like, the fuck, man? Like, you know? So I get up out of the chair by Danya's desk and I move to a chair over right near Barbara. The hope is that my mere presence there would be enough to like calm the guy down. He starts raising his voice and I just look over. I'm like, whoa man, slow down. Take a deep breath. Like, Barbara's gonna get you situated and she's gonna make this work. Like, you just need to chill and let her do her thing. And then he starts getting even more mad to the point that Barbara feels threatened, and then she's like, you know what? I'm done. And
Don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. But at the point that Barbara said she was done, in my mind, that means, okay, there's no more business to conduct here. Get the fuck out of the store. Because that's just the way I think. Like, you're done. There's no reason for you to be here.
There's nothing else for us to do.
So Barbara's like, yeah, I'm going to get you your money back, and that's just going to be that. So the guy starts getting mad. I'm like, look, man, it's time for you to go. Like, we're not doing this today. You're leaving. And he's like, well, you can't tell me where to go and this and that and this and that. I'm like, no, I am telling you you're going to have to leave. And then he started trying to get on some Native American bullshit. Like,
oh, no.
Like, oh, well, this is my like, how dare you tell me where to go? This is my ancestral land. I was like, actually, this is private property. And I'm telling you that you're leaving. And then, the guy looks me dead in the eye. He's got like this wiry fucking look. And he's like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, man. And I just kind of look at the guy. I'm like, whatever, get out of my store. Like, and then freaking Barbara hands him the money and he gets mad and fucking storms out. So the car fucking now mind you, there's other customers in there while this is happening. Right? And the other customers like duck into a corner because they don't know if this guy is going to start shooting or what's going down, you know?
Right.
So I lock the door behind him when he leaves. Like whatever. If you're gonna come back in, it's gonna at least be interesting to watch you break the window. Fuck, that would have been really entertaining if he did. I'm not gonna lie, that would have made my entire fucking night if he broke that window and I got to call the cops on him again and watch him take his bitch ass to jail. So he loiters out there in the parking lot for a couple of minutes, right? And then I pick up my phone and start calling the cops, like right in front of him. And then he sees me calling the cops and he leaves. I found out later on this guy was using a DOC issued ID as his government ID. Like an inmate ID.
Well,
the fuck?
maybe he was just expecting to go back. That's why it was, you know.
Dude,
He already had it ready, bro.
Dude,
Man,
if
member.
If he keeps coming into places with an attitude like that, he is gonna go back. Like, I don't know. The cops here were pretty, you know, chill and calm and cool with him. Fucking,
You know,
the next place he goes, he might not run in to some really friendly cops. He might run into some cops that are having a bad day. You know?
I saw some shit yesterday with a cop that blew my freaking mind.
Oh?
Dude, all right, there's a 2-lane road, okay?
One traffic going one way, traffic going the other way. Normal fucking road, right?
Yeah.
This dude comes off a side street, turns to go, let's say right.
Are we talking
The
about a
right-handed
cop
lane's
or
right.
the random person?
The random person. I'll get to the cop
Okay.
in a second.
gets in the wrong lane and just starts driving straight in the wrong fucking lane. Cop gets behind him. I see a cop turn out from fucking nowhere. This cop comes up behind him. Now, you would think in this situation, what's a cop probably going to do? He's going to at least hit the sirens, right?
Probably.
Get this guy's fucking attention. The cop blows his horn at the guy. Waves out his hand for the guy to get into the right lane. Slows down, lets the guy over. Never lights him up.
That cop must have been on his way somewhere.
Yeah, apparently. I was like, man, that'd have been me.
He
I'd
must
have been fucked, dude.
Dude, that cop must have had a court date or something. That guy was like the luckiest guy in the fucking road that day.
I was like,
Dude.
look at this. This was yesterday evening at like, what, about 5:30? Yeah.
That
I was
cop,
like,
that cop must have been on his way to a call or some shit.
Yeah, I was shocked, dude.
Cause like, yeah, like that's something that a lot of people in the public don't think about is that a cop doesn't always fucking have time for you. Like, he may be on his way to go backing up somebody at a different call or whatever. Maybe he was on his way to go deal with some fucking methed out tweaker in a cell phone store. Right? And he just didn't have time to fuck with this guy over a traffic violation on the way.
I just thought it was hilarious, bro. 'Cause this dude's going the wrong way, and I'm literally thinking in my head, like, where's a fucking cop when you need one? Whoop! Here comes the cop, and I'm like, oh, shit. Then it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually an offense that people don't give warnings for.
No, dude, like, I mean, he drove a good maybe 2 blocks in the wrong freaking lane before the cop got his attention. I was shocked. Like, it wasn't like he just went 10, 20 feet in the wrong lane. No, this dude was fucking cruising, bro.
Dude, I had one time when I caught a lucky break in a similar situation. Although I got pulled over. But I didn't get rode up. I was in fucking Sioux City, Iowa, and they have a lot of one-way fucking roads in Sioux City.
Yeah.
And where I am from, there's not a lot of one-way roads. So one-way roads kind of fuck with me sometimes. Like, in a place where if I'm in a place where I know there's one-way roads, I'm like double and triple checking that I'm going the right fucking way, you know?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I went the wrong way down a one-way road. And there was a fucking cop in the opposite fucking going the opposite way, going the right way. And he pulled me over. He probably thought I was drunk. It was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning though. So he's like, yeah, you're going the wrong way down this one way. I'm like, wait, this is a fucking one way? Like, I didn't, like, the signs were covered in snow and the fucking street lines were impossible to see because it was like the middle of February. Like, dude, I barely like, I'm not from here. I barely know where the fuck I am, let alone what lane I'm supposed to be in right now. I handed him my out-of-state ass driver's license that at the time I didn't even know it was suspended.
No shit.
And he didn't say shit about the suspended license. Like, he fucking went to his car. I'm sure he ran my shit. He came back like, I don't know, 3 minutes later, handed me back my driver's license, told me to turn around and drive the correct direction, and sent me on my fucking way.
He didn't want to deal with you. He didn't want to deal with paperwork.
I'm sitting there like, the fuck? Well, I also did not know that my license was suspended.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know it was suspended until I got pulled over in California.
Shit.
And they're like, your license is suspended, but you didn't do anything major, so we're going to let you go. You need to fix your shit. We're going to have a warning that we're going to put in the system so that they'll know that the next guy to fucking pull you over is going to know that I talked to you about this. Like, all right, fucking fair enough. And that license suspension was bullshit, by the way. I had to pay $6 to get that license fixed.
$6 whole dollars.
$6. What happened was I got a fine for that I was in a car accident in Florida, and I got a fine for like following too closely or some shit because I like rear-ended someone. What actually, like, I wasn't really following them very closely. What actually ended up happening was I was in a fucking shitty $1,500 used car, and the brakes stopped working. And at the time, like, fucking 18-year-old me didn't know to check the goddamn brake fluid, of which there was none in the car. So I'm like pushing down on the pedal and it's not fucking doing anything. And I ended up just coasting right into the back of this other person. Like, it wasn't like some high speed or fast hit. Like, I bent their fucking tailpipe. Like, that was it.
Wow.
They had like some big ass truck. I bent their tailpipe and their tailpipe fucked up the whole front end of my car. But yeah, so
I was the brakes for a
Oh, no, wait,
22-year-old
I was
girl on her
enjoying
phone.
that story.
yeah, I'm continuing with that story. So what ended up going down with that was like some fucking 40-year-old. Honestly, you wouldn't. Maybe she was in her 50s. I don't know. You wouldn't think that she was a sheriff deputy if you saw her outside of her uniform. Like, she almost looked like trying to think of. She almost looked like a fucking cafeteria lady, except like the mean one.
Wow, you're a dick.
What? like that typical iconic curly hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
You've got an extra fry. Another $2.
no, I'm telling you, like that, like every school that I've been to, there's like one cafeteria lady, just one, who like just seems to not want to be there, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm going to give you the bare minimum portions or something like that. And it's not even like she's not necessarily being mean to you, but it's like she's just mad, you know?
Hates life.
And this lady was like, she kind of had that look a little bit. And she comes up and she just starts writing tickets left and right. Dude, she was like the Oprah Winfrey of tickets, dude. Like, even the person even the person that I rear-ended got a ticket.
Damn.
Dude, he got a ticket for having an expired tag. And he got a ticket for having an expired tag, and there was like fucking illegal tint on his truck. I was like, what the fuck? You're so focused on writing fines. How about we figure out a way to get our vehicles out of the road?
Yeah, no shit.
Like, that's why there's always traffic jams down in Florida. So she wrote me a ticket for following too closely because I must have been following too closely because I rear-ended the guy. It couldn't have been anything to do with a mechanical failure on my vehicle or anything. And honestly, if I was smarter at the time, I would have argued it in court, but I didn't have the experience with it.
Right.
So I just went and paid, like, I don't know, $700 worth of tickets that she wrote me.
Damn.
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 I got ticketed for having an air freshener thing hanging from my windshield. Like the fuck? And
Oh, that's if cops want to be dicks here, that's $120 a piece. So if you got 3 of them, there's $320 tickets.
like,
If they want to be dicks about it.
I'm not trying to be mean to this lady in the way that I described her, and she's probably an excellent cop. But I was like, dude, and I didn't say this to her, but I'm thinking like, at the time I was a bit overwhelmed, but in retrospect, I'm thinking like, was she having a really bad day that day? Like, did she just get some, like, it was on Fort Myers Beach. Like, did she have to deal with somebody who was drunk that, like, made her really mad? And then she's just like, well, I guess we're doing this now. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, these people are all human and we all have bad days.
Right.
So anyways, I went to the court and I paid the tickets, and then I joined the Navy, right? And I thought that everything was taken care of. I didn't know my license was suspended.
Oh, shit.
So I call, once I find out my license is suspended, I call the DMV down in Florida. Like, hey, like, my license is suspended, whatever, I have some money, what do I need to do to fix this? Like, oh, well, you have unpaid tickets. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Like, y'all might want to check your records, you know? So, I guess they ended up checking it, and, oh, yeah, we're sorry about that. That was a clerical error. They didn't get it put in.
Of course.
However, we have to charge you $6 for the phone call.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dead ass. If you're gonna call the DMV down in Florida and have them solve your problem over the phone, at least at that time, you had to pay them $6. It might be more now.
Damn.
Oh God, you know what I found out earlier that blew my mind? Fucking
that?
postage prices.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they are, but I know they're way more than what they were when I last checked it. Like, last time I bought, oh my God, they're 73 cents. What the fuck? Dude, the last time I bought a stamp, it was like 42 cents. God, what the hell has happened? I know it happened in the last, like, fucking 5 years. Everything has doubled. Fucking milk is like $6 a gallon. That's another one that blew my mind.
Where are you getting milk that's $6 a gallon?
Like Dale's? It's like $5.70 cents for a gallon of whole milk.
$3 at Walmart.
Yeah. I don't know. Ken was sitting there griping about the damn milk prices, and then I looked at it. I was like, "Geez, at the price of what they're selling it for at fucking Dale's, like we ought to be drinking fucking 93 high octane." Probably wouldn't taste as good as milk, though. I mean, nobody's making 93 high octane shakes.
No, but they're making daiquiris.
Dude.
It's called 98. It's called 190 octane.
Dude,
joke.
though.
The joke.
I know, but I was just thinking, about possibly, like, dude, that'd be a good energy name, and a good energy drink name. Like, that'd be a really good energy drink name.
What's that? I missed it. I was inside.
The fucking
190 octane.
fucking 91
Oh.
octane. Like, yeah,
Hell yeah.
got that premium gas. Although I'm sure the company would get sued because somebody would take that energy drink and try to pour it into their fucking car.
Oh, you know that.
And you know, somebody as edgy as whatever company would make a 91 octane fucking energy drink, they would probably put some sort of fake looking Surgeon General warning on their fucking. You ever seen the energy drink companies do that?
Oh yeah. I mean, it used to say right on the Red Bull can, "Do not mix with alcohol."
Oh, well, no, I'm talking like there used to be an energy drink called cocaine. It was literally called cocaine, and it got banned. And all
I don't know that.
Go ahead, Crowley.
No, I was just gonna say we never had that one here.
Dude, they made a whole they made this damn energy drink. And they put, if you ever look at the fucking pack of cigarettes and you see a Surgeon General warning on there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they put a Surgeon General warning on the side of this fucking energy drink.
Holy shit.
That was like, the Surgeon General advises you that this energy drink is really tasty and highly addictive. Like, really? The Surgeon General said that it's really tasty. Okay.
Well, I mean, my coffee comes with a skull and crossbones as a warning, so there's that.
What is it, like Death Wish coffee or some shit?
Yeah.
It is Death Wish coffee.
Yeah, I was talking about that with Dania the other day. Is there a slang for coffee drinkers yet? I'm not aware of one.
Is there a what?
A slang for coffee drinkers.
Don't think so.
Cause I thought about trying to make one, but I can't make one that doesn't sound like an insult. I've been drinking coffee lately. I guess I've acquired the taste. I don't know.
But see, we were plowing snow one night. We were there a couple days. Oh, well, a couple days straight. And one of the guys had some Death Wish. He's like, "You want some coffee?" It was like
people.
It was like 3 a.m. I was like, "Hell yeah, I want some coffee." So I made like, my coffee cup's like a 45-ounce coffee cup. I filled it up, drank it down. He said, "You shouldn't have done that. You pretty much just drank about 8 Red Bulls worth of caffeine." I said, "Fuck."
So Dania says coffee drinkers are called sane people.
Sane people?
Yeah.
Well, not wrong.
See, like, there's a part of me, like, I'm like, okay, like, what, a coffee head? I'm like, that doesn't roll off the tongue nicely.
Would it stab you?
And you can't say bean head, because that sounds like an insult, even though I, in that context, don't think it is.
No, but
Would also stab you.
So violent. Surgeon General warning says calling coffee drinkers beanheads might result in knives in the back.
Damia can't confirm.
If you or a loved one have suffered from knives in the back, call Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan. I better be careful or I actually am going to get stabbed. If you or a loved one suffer from knife-related injuries, you may be entitled to financial compensation. I wonder at what point they're going to come out with, I really hope they don't. And I don't think they will. But it is possible that it could happen. What if they came out with some sort of public awareness campaign for caffeine?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they actually do it? Well,
Okay.
Didn't they do that with like Jolt Cola back in the 80s?
I don't know. I've not been alive in the 80s.
Late 80s. See, we had a
What
thing.
would they even warn us about that we don't already know?
I don't
If you
know.
drink it on Friday, you're not gonna sleep till Sunday.
Like they warn us.
Victim.
They warn us about cigarettes, and everybody knows about that.
Right.
We didn't back when they started warning us about cigarettes.
Like, do you think they could come out with a fucking dare campaign for caffeine?
No.
That'd be fucking
I'll tell that-
hilarious.
I already let that line down once. No, I ain't doing it again. I'm fighting you over coffee.
Dude,
You will lose.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want to do that now. I want to use AI to like make a fucking just some parody public awareness commercial against fucking caffeinated beverages.
We'll stab you.
Do you or a loved one have too much energy? Except caffeine, like, as a caffeine person a bit myself, like, caffeine people don't have too much energy. That's why we fucking use this shit.
Well, see, I just hate how coffee tricks me into thinking I like people for 27 minutes.
Ooh, that's something Dania could relate to, even though, like, she can't hear you. I'm gonna tell her. Dania, fucking Crowley says that he hates how coffee tricks him into thinking that he likes people.
No, that's a spectacular side effect of coffee.
For 27 minutes.
For 27 minutes, specifically.
Man, it's more like 2. Not nearly enough.
Oh my god, I still have this thing on my desk. I need to throw this away. What the hell? Dude, I still have this nerd's shit.
Don't eat it.
No, it's too dude, I had an idea briefly that I was thinking about doing, but now I'm not gonna do it because it's way too mean even for me. There is a light bulb in my head that briefly went off, like the holiday
Give it out
is
tomorrow,
called.
weren't you?
What?
You were gonna give it out tomorrow, weren't you?
Yeah, the holiday's called Trick or Treat. Maybe I'm handing out tricks. Here's
I
some.
turned my light.
Here's some
I knew it.
Nerds paste candy. Have fun eating this shit.
Do you want to die?
What? I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I did have the idea. And there was a part of me that thought that the idea was funny.
See, I like the one I saw earlier. It was a plastic bucket. It said mini pumpkins, help yourself, but they were habaneros.
Do what?
They had a
Oh.
pumpkin on the plastic pumpkin on the porch. It said
Yeah.
help yourself, mini pumpkins, but it was full of habaneros and they weren't mini pumpkins.
Nice. Yeah, that's something I never got as a kid. They never fucking gave out tricks. They just had treats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, trick or treat, huh? Yeah, here's a trick. You won't know it till you get home. That's the fun part.
See, one of my pop's bosses always made up special treat bags for like his employees' kids or whatever. My pop's like, oh, we'll be there. He's like, how will I know if it's him? He's like, you'll know. So I walk up and said, trick or treat, and hand him a beer. Yep, you know who that's from.
Dude, the, you know what I'm surprised? You know the company Jelly Belly?
Yeah.
Okay.
They make some jelly beans that are absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Phenomenal fucking jelly beans, but they also make some jelly beans that are downright horrible. And I'm a little bit surprised that they don't play on the marketing with Trick or Treat by putting a mixture of the two in a bag and making it a Halloween thing. And on top of that, making them all the same color. So they're like a mystery. Like you don't know or have any idea what you're going to get until you bite into it.
That would be fun.
Why are you
I
like
could get
this?
behind. I could get behind
What?
that.
Why am I like what? I think that would be kind of fun. Like,
That would be fun.
I'm not even necessarily saying they'd make little things to hand out to kids on Trick or Treat. Just make a fucking, like a bag, right? And maybe you put it on the desk at the office. Everybody there knows what it is. And I don't know, maybe you feel like taking the gamble, maybe you don't. Maybe you... Maybe you get one of the nice cherry or sour apple flavored ones, or maybe you get a vomit flavored one. Who knows?
Why
Now
are
here's what you
like
do.
this?
You get you a candy bowl. You mix M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, and Skittles all together.
What a dick.
Yeah, no. That's fucking diabolical. I will never do that. I will never do that. That being said, there are two of those things that if mixed together would absolutely slap, I think.
Reese's Pieces and M&Ms.
So Dania, fucking Crowley was talking about mixing M&Ms, the Reese's Pieces, like the chocolate peanut butter M&M things, and Skittles. Which
Put them in a candy bowl on your desk. Mix them all together.
like put them in a candy bowl on your desk and mix them all together. That sounds fucking diabolical to me. Because okay, if you inspect closely, you'll know what you're getting. But at a glance, if you just reach in there and grab shit,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, M&Ms. Oh shit, now I'm tasting the rainbow, I guess. But the really diabolical thing about that is that I've never tried it, but I don't think Skittles and chocolate would really go very well together.
I don't either.
And you know what that would end up resulting in? After the first scoop, anybody who walks by there is gonna pick things out one piece at a time.
Yeah.
Like you would see somebody
last
walk
forever.
by and reach into your bowl and grab exactly one Skittle. Which I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of funny. But I think the Jelly Belly thing is better. You tell everybody, hey, these are mystery Jelly Bellies. You have no idea what you're gonna get. If they don't want to take the risk, then they just don't. You know, like they can opt out of it. They're not fucking lured in by the temptation of M&Ms and then, oh fuck, I got Skittles. Or in my case, I'd be like, oh, there's Skittles. Wait, why is there chocolate here?
I just grab a handful, throw it all in my mouth anyway.
And they also have different textures and stuff. Just, ew.
And especially if you're expecting a certain type. And like, you ever grab a drink and it's in your brain, it's this, but you grab the wrong cup?
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah, you're spitting that shit everywhere.
But I'm surprised that Jelly Belly doesn't do that because, like, I personally wouldn't buy it, but I feel like some people would. So, me and Dania got through, like, the first third of the Halo game.
Good.
I think she's actually getting pretty good at it. She's doing great, I think, all things considered. But it's been highly entertaining to do. Like, y'all missed it, dude. Y'all missed it. You didn't tune in, you missed it.
When was it?
Saturday, I think.
He hates
Oh,
me.
I was out of town Saturday most of the day, most of the night too.
I got run over by a warthog.
Oh shit.
Oh,
The clip was funny. Like, I hopped out to like start killing things on the ground, and she's just driving this warthog everywhere, and she like runs a bunch of the enemies over with it, and then like fucking drifts it around Tokyo Drift style right into me. It was great.
Somebody didn't tell me how to drive.
I told you the basic controls.
wide fucking open and get out the way.
That's like how you drive. Dude, it's like, oh yeah, just sit down in a car. Here's the fucking gas pedal. Here's the brake pedal. Here's the steering wheel. Fucking go nuts.
Someone didn't tell me how to drive. And now he wants to be salty about it, but he can't.
No, I'm not salty. I don't even want to be salty. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I loved it.
Salty.
My favorite way to die in video games are random shit like that. I love it. That was actually one of the reasons I thought streaming Halo with you would be a good idea. It's because shit like that would happen. Although the way I will admit, the way that I taught her how to drive was a little akin to handing, it was a little akin to exactly how I described of just putting somebody in a car for the first time. Like, here's the gas pedal, here's the brake, here's the steering wheel. It makes the wheels do this to let you go where you want to go. Now I'm going to need you to go to the store and get me some groceries. Good luck.
Surprised it's a manual. Figure it out.
I mean, I will admit it was like I probably could have went more into the nuances of how to drift it some and shit like that, but like they don't have any sophisticated controls for it. Like it's literally hold W and move the mouse. Although there are ways you could move that mouse to make your warthog drift one way or the other, but to be honest with you, I barely know how to drive a warthog in that game. Like,
Does it have the bird too?
Do what?
Does it have the bird too?
Yeah, it's got the bird. But yeah, like legit, when I get in to drive it, I just get in and fucking go. I don't know all the tricks. I know there are some. I'm like, look, I never used warthogs on multiplayer, which is why I never bothered to learn those tricks. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get from here to here, and this warthog is the fastest way to do it. So I guess that's what I'm doing.
So
I'm looking at streaming Monster Hunter World soon.
Monster Hunter. I've seen that one. Who streamed that? I've seen someone else stream that. Oh, Tanner. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I have no fucking idea how to play it. I went through like the 1.5-hour tutorial and I still have no clue what I'm doing. So I'll be figuring it the fuck out. Although something tells me, and I don't know. Dania, you're the seasoned Monster Hunter player, so you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, and that's fine. But I'm left with the impression that I'm not really genuinely gonna have any idea what the fuck's going on until I've put like 40 or so hours into the game, like Warframe, sorta.
I feel like that's accurate.
It really feels that way just on initially playing. Just looking, I'm like, man, fuck, I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know where to go from here. And I'm like going through the tutorial and I'm trying to kill things, but I'm trying to kill like extra things to get the loot, and then it like boots me out of the mission. Like,
Because you completed the mission.
like, oh, you're done here. I'm like, no. You think I'm done here. I don't feel like I'm done here. There's still stuff to kill.
That's why you do expeditions.
I might have to do that then. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's the completionist in me that's like, oh yeah, there's still stuff alive here. This is bad. I'm not done. I will be happy when I see nothing moving.
Right.
We need to check to see if you can even do multiplayer.
Let's check tonight. Well, after the Kekfest, I think. I don't know. Maybe we could check now. Well, you're probably playing something now, so I don't want to interrupt that. Oh, you're playing Power World. Fuck, I haven't played Power World in a little bit.
No, I'm not playing Power World.
Oh, it says you are.
I don't know what Steam thinks it's doing.
Oh,
You
what
see they got in trouble though, right? The
what
Power
are you
World.
up to?
None your business.
All right, I guess. Yeah, they're Nintendo's trying to sue them, but that's not really all that surprising because Nintendo tries to sue fucking everybody.
Yeah, for trying to say it's a
work game, pretty
it's
please.
similar to Pokemon or whatever.
Nah,
But
hey, it does want to.
no, that's what Nintendo's like suing the Power World people for because it's like too similar to It's like an adult Pokemon or whatever.
You're gonna have to give me a second.
No, you're good. No. As somebody who has liked Pokemon as a kid, and I still like Pokemon, at least the Pokemon that I know,
Right.
I really don't want to seem to the Pokemon fan base like I'm dissing it, but the success of Power World says what I am about to say, in that there are elements from your game that are missing that people want.
Yeah.
When you go, try a friends session and see if you can join me.
Okay. I have to like turn the game volume down for the stream right now. Cause right now we're just seeing if we could connect. Let's see, start game. And then I got my save game. I got my, let's see, friend session. Hey, I see you.
Yeah, see if you can join.
Yeah, I really like the way that turned out.
I have my character that I think I spent like an hour and a half making. I think I spent more time on the cat than I did my actual dude, though. It failed to connect. Error code 50382MW1. Let me try Googling that.
I was gonna say, I have no idea.
That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Dude, I got my fucking vitamin supplements in the mail earlier, and that's exactly what I said. You ever seen Shrek? I think it was Shrek.
Oh.
When, like, they pull out the big, long fucking scroll,
Oh yeah.
right? And it, like, goes all the way down to the floor. I kid you not. I pulled out the damn thing to see the side effects or whatever the fuck of these supplements, and it was neatly folded, and it came undone all the way down to the floor.
Damn.
And Dania was watching me, and she just kind of looked over and fucking chuckled, and I would have too if I was her.
Kind of like a CVS pharmacy receipt, huh?
Oh, it was longer than that. I can't imagine how many trees they kill to make these fucking things. Let's see. 500. Well, okay. I guess I have to change the download region, is what this says.
The heck does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm gonna explore the settings and see if I can find it in there. If I can find... Oh, options. I wish they'd call it settings. The download region. Where the hell do I do that? Yeah, there's somebody in there. How do you do that?
No.
Is that like some sort of... Okay, maybe I have to like relaunch the game and it brings up some different menu for me to fuck with? Maybe I should just Google it.
Maybe I need to do something.
Maybe
Oh
we...
shit! I didn't think about that. I know you got a sensitive mic. You don't hear my air compressor, do you? I'm over here painting.
I don't hear your air compressor, no, but my microphone would not be hearing your air compressor. It'd be my headphones, jabroni.
Oh well, I didn't know. I know you got a sensitive something, but I didn't think about that till right now.
I don't know if I should even say jabroni because that's a fucking rock term, but it rolls off the tongue so well. Know your role, jabroni. Or what was that thing you did? Like, take a left on fucking Jabroni Boulevard and take a right down Know Your Role Lane or whatever. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember it being funny.
I don't remember either, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dude, he like gave like some bullshit directions and... Oh, it's in the damn Steam settings. It's not even in Monster Hunter World. I have to change the damn download region in the Steam settings. I wish more of these people would have been clear about that. Like, they're like, oh yeah, just change your download region, as if like 90% of people know what the fuck that is. Like, I don't even know what the hell that is. Let's see, settings. Maybe. Downloads. Well, I mean, okay, here it is. Found it. Found it. I gotta change the region, maybe.
To what?
I'm changing it to U.S. Dallas.
Okay.
I think it's the closest thing that's not St. Louis.
Sure.
So if you go into your Steam settings, and it's gonna make you restart Steam when you do this.
Are you telling me to do this?
I guess I need to try to connect to you and see if it will, you know, just let me do it without you having to do this first. Because if it does, then you won't need to do it, and then that'll be one less thing that we will have had to do.
Because I'm currently sitting on the balcony getting my characters drunk.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
Oh. Yes.
What are we drinking to?
I don't know.
Does it
Something.
matter?
What?
Oh.
That's
No,
it. Does it matter?
I went in to go grab a beer, and all I heard when I come out is I'll drink to that. I said, me too. What are we drinking to?
I'll drink to another supporter.
A supporter?
Supporter. Man, I'm waiting for the time when we happen to be alive at the same time.
I ain't seen him anywhere for a while.
Are you banned? Aren't you banned on everything?
Yeah, but I'm banned on. I'm just banned on comment, and I can still go find him.
Oh.
I just can't go in and comment or anything. You know, I can still watch and shit though. Well, I don't know. Last time he was on, you know what? Let me look. I don't know. Fuck.
It's still not letting me connect to you.
What is it? TRG? Is that what it says, Hazer?
Why do you gotta make
guess,
everything
dude, I
so
think so.
complicated?
Me?
Yes,
I didn't make this complicated.
I'm blaming you.
Why? I didn't do it. How would I have done it?
Where do I go?
I gotta open up my Steam again. I gotta get out of them. Here we go.
And
It's gonna be in the settings.
The fuck is that at?
All right, go to the top. Go to the top left corner of Steam and click Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And then a pop-up menu will come out, and then you go down to settings.
Yes.
And then from there, you'll go to downloads.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very top of downloads, you got download regions. It's got a drop-down menu.
I'm in St. Louis.
Okay. I guess you could try changing yours and seeing if we can connect.
I'm
Don't-
not. Fine, I guess I'll be in Dallas. Whatever. Fucking weirdo.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't make up the rules. I just am
No,
following
but
them.
why couldn't you also be in St. Louis?
Well, because I had to change from St. Louis when trying to troubleshoot this issue. And, you know, maybe this isn't the problem, and maybe there's, like, a different problem. Maybe I just need to send a ticket to support and have them figure it out for us.
Maybe you're not far enough along in the game yet.
But wouldn't it have told me instead of giving me that other error? I mean, I'm an hour and 32 minutes in.
I don't know if it'd tell you or not. Monster Hunter is weird.
I got 2,520 monies.
Congratulations.
I'm not seeing him anywhere. He might not even stream.
Okay. Yes, I want it to be in the gathering hub. Okay, I'm back on now.
Alright. Let me go ahead and friend session. Alright, starting area, automatic settings, Asteria.
You want to go to the gathering hub?
Oh, how do I change that?
F, I think, or R. It should have it on the bottom.
F gave me the dang thing to confirm it. Well, when it tells me to go get bent again, I'll try to change it and see if that does anything.
I mean, I can give you directions up to the gathering hub.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like trying to start us in a different region or something.
Shouldn't be. Have you joined me? Hasn't said anything.
Negative.
Is it loading? Should
Nope,
I tell you to go get banned?
It told me to go get bent. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I can change the starting area to the gathering hub.
Yes.
And I think it's gonna tell me to go get bent again. So this may be like, I may have to do some more, or I may have to have you look to see if I need to do more.
Do you want to try setting a session and seeing maybe if I can join you?
That's a good idea. So I create an online session?
Mm-hmm. Set it to friends only.
Create online session. Let's see, private session. Friends can join. Ooh, you can make it ID only. I'm not gonna do that, but nice to know if I get a bunch of friends on Monster Hunter World and like one or two of them end up being dicks that I can ID only. Alrighty, here's the big motherfucking boat. Oh, they put pumpkins out for like Halloween and shit. That's cool.
Are you in the gathering hub?
I don't know. I'm on the boat.
I think you're in the gathering hub.
Hey, partner.
So yeah, I'm in the hub. Is it telling you to go get bent too?
Yep.
Alright, well I don't think that's necessarily an issue with the game. Or well no, I don't think it's an issue with quests and stuff. I don't think. It won't let me run off the cliff.
It might sound dumb, but how close are your systems together?
Like 1.5 foot.
Oh, well, because I know a buddy of mine, I'd take my PlayStation over to his house and it wouldn't let us like do that because they were like too close together or some shit.
Well, what was happening with you is you were probably connected over Wi-Fi.
I was. He was wired in. I
talking,
wasn't.
Crowley. He's telling me about his two systems being too close together and then them not working. And that will happen.
I don't know.
It's
just a thing. Just a thought. I don't know.
If both systems are connected to Wi-Fi, that could happen. All right, how do I exit out of this? There we go. We'll troubleshoot that some more later on. I wonder what the deal with that is. I'll have to do some YouTubing or... They do have a big thing for support. Maybe I'll just send support a help me letter.
The update I have is something to do with ISP or IP addresses. Because someone else had the same issue, and when he went into his Wi-Fi hotspot on his phone, it instantly worked.
Okay. Maybe I'll have to figure out what ports they're using and open those ports up or something.
Or if we have the same IP address, that could be the issue.
I guess I could see if it was connecting us to a remote server in two instances from the same IP. If we both had the same physical IP, like none of our shit would work, but it all goes through our main ISP, and from there it's just one IP address.
Yeah, I just told you what I found.
Okay. And of course, maybe, like, there's also a possibility that that IP address could have been blacklisted. I've had that happen before. I was actually having that issue with Grand Theft Auto when I was in Newton. That, I'd be trying to get into the online version of the game, and I would find that, like, Cox Communications would change your IP address every day. And sometimes I'd find that the IP address I got changed to is fucking IP banned.
Well, that's some shit.
Which, yeah, IP bans are stupid. They don't really work because most everybody basically has a changing IP address. Like, it changes all the time.
Yeah.
The only people who have static IP addresses are, you know, people who do weird shit like me. Like, the type of weird shit that you can't have your IP address changing all the time because you're, like, trying to host the server or something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Something you can look at, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I'll figure it out. I'll do some YouTubing tomorrow too. Hey, Brandon sent me a message. He was asking if you know, like, what time we need to be dressed up for Halloween tomorrow.
I think we're supposed to show up dressed up.
Damn, that fucking ghosted on me. Oh well.
I think Les.
I was gonna say, I don't understand how Brandon would come in dressed up when Les has his stuff.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be bringing it.
Oh shit. Oh, never mind. I was thinking they might have actually implemented some rules on Thomas's Discord server.
Huh.
But no. His rules page is just a bunch of, hey everybody, I'm streaming.
Does not surprise me.
That guy really needs a Doka.
He needs something.
Fucking Rent-A-Center will come repo his Discord server. I like how that meme with that guy has just been making the rounds to people who don't know anything about it. That Rent-A-Center meme.
Oh yeah.
Like how I sent that to you, like that just showed up on a random page that I'm in.
You want to know something really funny?
What?
The response I sent you back, I had to go dig through my photos. I had made it months ago.
Dude, I found that in one of my IT support groups.
That's great.
And then there is a whole big long discussion about the efficacy of Rent-A-Center.
Huh.
Like, there are people in the group arguing about it.
That's funny. Oh, like I said, I sent you the picture of his character on the wrestling show, didn't I?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not his favorite person. Let's put it that way.
Well, I wonder if we could get him on here.
Oh God. Maybe. You would have to talk to him though, because if I tried, he would run.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to interview him and get his point of view.
You're
Yes,
gonna
it
have
would.
to use. You're gonna have to use $1 words.
What the hell's a $1 word? What?
You know, like three letters, 4 letters. You
Oh.
can't say like annihilate. He don't know $5 words.
Oh, I thought you were implying that I had to like send that guy money or something.
Oh no.
No, that's
Like,
by the end of the stream. He'll be begging you for money.
Yeah, that's the first 45 seconds you're in there, but no, you can't use big words. You got to use small words.
Talk slow.
Yeah. Maybe even follow the bouncing ball.
No, like I would like to get his point of view. I just think it would be interesting to hear what he would say.
This man is not here.
You mean ask him? You mean like ask how he's $10,000 behind in rent but sell his place to live? Oh.
Well, you don't start the interview with a question like that.
That was just
Officially.
Like, first you gotta give the guy time to promote his stuff. Like, tell me about your streaming page. Like, why are you into streaming? Like, what's your favorite shit to play? Like, are you good at anything?
You want to be my supporter?
Want to be my supporter? Nah, but real talk though, real talk. I'm not saying you can't ask hard questions during an interview, but like you gotta build up to it, right? You gotta.
Oh yeah.
You gotta bring the defensive walls down a little bit, right? You go on for like 45 minutes in a casual conversation, and then you hit them with the "How are you $10,000 behind in rent?" question. Although, you know what, if he's in, depending on what part of the Northeast he's in, he very well could be that far behind in rent, because some of those
New York.
places, they don't let people evict people.
So he's somewhere in New York, I think.
Yeah, upstate New York.
Yeah, like, if it was like New York City, like, it's really expensive to live there, but I think part of that is because it takes them fucking forever to evict someone when they don't pay. So I think part of that is the landlord's making everybody else pay for this guy who isn't. I mean, they gotta get their beak wet somehow. I don't know what New York's eviction laws specifically are, but
I don't know. Yeah.
now I'm about to find out because I'm curious.
I mean, $10,000. Fuck, that's like. Your credit's 3. Yeah, you can move in here.
How long does the eviction process take in New York? Jesus. Yeah, it can take up to a year.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Like, the initial notice period is up to 90 days. 14 to 90 days. Then the posting of summons and court shit. 10 to 17 days. The return of possession of the property from 10 days to 1 year, depending on the situation.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
I mean, here it's, what is it here? I think it's 30 days here.
It's 30 days here too. Dude, you know what? I'm not saying it's right, but some of the lower income people, if they know that if they don't pay rent, that it takes like a year for them to get evicted, I could see where they'd be like, alright, fuck it, I guess I won't pay then.
Right.
And I could see that raising the prices, because like the people who are paying, like, I mean, you think about like a apartment complex, right? If you got 100 people living in it and like 10 of them aren't paying rent,
Right. Oh yeah.
then you have to raise everybody's rent by like $300 or $400 to make up for it. Although that only makes that problem worse, because then you're more people are gonna be like, fuck it, this place is too expensive. I'll just live rent free for a year and then I'll go somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. No shit.
They have to give you a 60-day notice.
60?
If you have been living in your home for over a year, your landlord must give you a 60-day notice. If you have been living in your home for more than 2 years, your landlord must give you 90 days notice.
Jesus Christ.
When you move out, they must return your security deposit within 14 days.
So they're gonna kick you out and still give you money back. Fuck.
Yup.
So I'll go live there for 2 years, not pay rent, save up on my rent, and go buy a fucking house.
I mean, that'd be a way to like fucking avoid having to pay for a hotel or something in New York City if you're gonna be there long enough.
Right.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll pay the first month rent. I'll live here for the next like 4 months that I'm working here, and then I'll fuck off when I'm ready to.
Right.
I mean, I can't say that's the only reason why rent is so expensive there, but I could see that contributing to it.
Well, what I know one in every 5 or 6 people in New York City are millionaires, but well, I'm not gonna say I know that. I read that. Not gonna say I know that, but which that's the city, but
Dania, Riston wants you. Dude, I've been to New York City before. It's wild.
I've been just on the outside of it. I haven't been to the city, but I'm good. I don't like people that much.
I don't like people that much either, but I still think it's worth seeing.
Oh yeah, I've been twice. I love New York, especially Manhattan.
That's the part that I went to. I've been to Manhattan and I've been to Brooklyn.
I passed through Brooklyn, but I stayed in Manhattan.
I want to go to the Bronx one day, even though I don't belong there. That's actually part of what makes me want to go there. Although I know if you mind your own business, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Walk down the middle of Harlem. Sure, let's go.
Yeah, I know how to mind my own business.
Doubt.
You're fucking rude. Always doubting me.
Not a job.
Do what? Oh, well, a little bit. Yeah, it is kind of her job. But it's my job to give her shit for doubting me.
Well, yeah.
Have we had any newsworthy events lately?
One small one that I think's pretty fucking funny.
Other than the shit show at work.
Yeah,
So
other than
North
the shit
Korea.
show at work. Yeah, what about North Korea?
They sent troops to Russia for quote unquote training and also to help out with Ukraine, right? Well, the fucking kicker is these suckers got to Russia, looked around and said, fuck North Korea, and they fucking bailed. I think that is the funniest shit ever.
That's great.
They didn't give an exact number, but they said lots of soldiers bailed out on their posts.
Yeah, they
like,
just got like a
fuck
free...
yeah, they did. They're tired of starving.
They just got a free fucking ticket out of there from...
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. If you're a soldier, especially if you have no family, yeah, send me to Russia.
Yeah, if I was in Korea and they're like, you're going to Russia, like, yeah, fuck it, all right, cool. Yes, Supreme Leader!
Yeah.
As long as it's not Siberia, I'm good.
But yeah, I was like
South Korea
crazy.
concerned that North Koreans may soon fight against Ukrainians. I don't really know why that's the problem. The Ukrainians have been kicking Russia's ass. What do you think fucking North Korean troops are going to be a threat over there? Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, when's the last time they've actually seen action? The Korean War?
Fucking when's the last time they've been fed?
There you go. That too. Yeah. I
Dude,
think that's why so many of them
Well,
were bailing.
that was
a hungry army is not an effective army.
No.
so. I don't know if Cajun remembers, but WCW Wrestling had a show over in North Korea. It's been I don't know,
Really?
probably. Well, it's been like I don't know. Whenever WCW was hot, so what? 91, 90, 91, 93, whatever.
Huh.
Well, they went to North Korea, and everyone in North Korea was ordered to be there because it was a 2-night thing. If everyone in North Korea, if you weren't there, you were executed.
Huh.
And it was in one of the Dark Side of the Rings I was watching the other night, and it was like It's like they were lined up walking to the stadium,
Yeah.
whatever, for miles. It's like, oh yeah, well, I don't remember who it was. Someone in the car asked the driver, he's like, oh, they're ordered to be here because if they don't show up, they get executed publicly.
Wow.
But yeah, I heard that
More-
and I just fucking laughed so hard, dude.
It was like I could see these soldiers like, fuck this.
Yeah, yeah. Like, why would you stay on your post in that situation? Like, people have been trying for years to get out of North Korea. Like, dude, like, getting sent out of there, like, you don't even have to dick with the border or anything like that. Dude, you got the fucking golden ticket to the chocolate factory. Fucking use
Right.
that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Well, have you seen the pictures of the North-South Korea border? Them fuckers they ain't fucking around either.
It ain't like that right now. Well, right now they blew up all the fucking roads that connect them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I've
they
seen
bombed all the
pictures.
fucking North Korea bombed all the fucking roads that led towards South Korea. Like they're ready to go to war.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, I hope it happens.
Got that little dick syndrome.
I hope it
But now
happens.
they're like the North Korea, South Korea border is just like Constantine wire and just like guys with guns just wait and fucking do something.
Yeah, there's a no. I forget what they call it. There's a certain area where it's like it doesn't belong to either one of them. It like there was
Yeah,
like
it's called the
road with, like,
DMZ.
bulletproof glass. Yeah,
The DMZ, yeah.
neutralized zone. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that border ain't no fucking joke, dude.
Dude, all I'm saying is that I think that fucking fight is gonna be funny.
Yo, yeah.
I think that fight is gonna be funny. Like, that fight is gonna be like a house kitten trying to pick a fight with a lion.
Dude, what happens when you send all those North Korean troops into South Korea?
How many of them are gonna look and say, "Fuck, I'm free"? You know? They're gonna
Right.
step over that border and say, "Please don't shoot. I'm free."
We surrender.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
we're
retarded.
free.
I'm retarded. Prove it. I'm North Korean.
But yeah, like
Sorry, that's kind of funny in my head before I said it.
Oh, I mean, I know the meme that you're talking about. Like the one where the guy is in front of the firing squad.
Yeah, he's like, I'm retarded. Prove it.
Yeah, I see that meme a lot.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting next week, man. I can't. I'm watching. This shit's gonna be like the Super Bowl next week, man.
A baby girl was found dead in a safe haven box at an Idaho hospital.
Weird.
Police are investigating after a body of a baby girl was found at a southeastern Idaho hospital in a safe haven box, meant for people to anonymously give up a newborn. The police responded to the report of a deceased infant there. Hospital
Damn.
staff responded within 1 minute to an alarm indicating that a baby was in the box, which was installed earlier this year. Oh shit! They put alarms on those boxes. That's smart.
I mean, how
I-
else are they
I think-
supposed to know that a baby's in there?
We have one at work. We have, actually, I said one. We've got one or two at work, and I think they got alarms on those too. Actually, it's like as soon as they open it, I think as soon as they open it, the alarm starts to go off.
And
Am I being ignored?
no, I was listening to Crowley talk, who started immediately after you did.
I'm sorry.
And as far as how they know a baby is in that box, I mean, I never really thought about it. But I like, they're saying the alarm was recently installed, so I don't know. Like, I kind of thought they'd have somebody come periodically check the box every half hour or something.
Or at least put a fucking camera in it.
Or I don't know, maybe somebody would hear the fucking, like the front desk lady to hear the fucking lid hell, I didn't even know those boxes were a thing. I thought you just took your baby in and handed it over and they didn't ask you any questions. That's how I thought it worked.
It's what it used to be. It used to be that, yes. But they changed it like was it last year? I think last year or year before, like last year or two, they changed it. Because there were so many, and like not here, like the bigger towns like Chicago or Dallas or the bigger towns, that there were so many all the time that.
Well, they're saying that the anonymity is only allowed when the infant baby is surrendered completely unharmed. That makes sense. Idaho law only allows for the surrender of an infant who's unharmed and healthy. The organization and the hospital staff are working with police investigators. The baby was wrapped in a blanket and the placenta was still attached.
Oh shit! Brand new. Damn.
Could that have been like some fucking midwife home delivery situation where...
I was gonna say, that's what I was thinking, because I don't think the hospital will let you leave like that.
I mean, she could have also just had it on the streets.
Right.
Yeah, I guess she could have had it on the streets too, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like, I have a hard time with this, because, like, I don't think that, like, if the placenta is still attached, like, maybe the mom didn't really mean to, like, kill the baby or whatever. Like, maybe just some fucked up shit happened and she didn't know what to do, you know?
It could have also, like, been stillborn.
Yeah.
Right.
And
true.
I could see, like, if it was somebody's very first time and they gave birth to the baby on the street and it came out as a stillborn, like, I could see them just, like, not knowing what to do and feeling overwhelmed and just like, I guess I'll put this baby in this box at the hospital and let them deal with it. Which, I mean, that's not really right, but I don't know. If it was some fucking 18-year-old fresh out of high school girl who's got no experience with the world,
Right.
maybe she thought she'd get in some kind of trouble with the cops, that they'd assume that she murdered the kid or something. Which seems to not be the case, but I could see where somebody might with all the fucking CSI shit on TV and everything, like, I could see where somebody might come to that conclusion, like, oh my god, I'm in a lot of trouble, I gotta do something about this.
Right, yeah.
It's a fucked up situation, and I'm not taking away from that, but...
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, yeah, that's...
like,
that's beyond my pay grade.
I'm not convinced that there's malice or anything in this particular situation. Now, I will acknowledge that there could be, but I don't think there is. I think this was just somebody who had no fucking idea what to do.
Scared.
Yeah.
What do I do? Yeah. Yeah.
Because, well, I mean... I don't know. The placenta still being there is like a big detail.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know dick about it, but I'm pretty sure that a hospital wouldn't just let you leave that way.
No, I wouldn't. No. Well, no. Because if anything else, if like most of them, it said like put it up for adoption or whatever. But I mean, yeah, a hospital wouldn't let you leave like that for sure. If it is, it's a shitty hospital.
Yeah, I don't think they would let you leave like that. Or at least if they let you leave, I don't think they let the baby leave like that. Like, they might let you go.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know much about the pain with childbirth, but from what I've seen, like, personally, if I was in that situation, I don't fucking think I would want to go anywhere.
Right. Yeah, I can't speak to that either, but yeah, I've heard stories and seen videos when TLC was actually a thing.
I don't know, it just looks really painful. And like, you know what? I think I'd rather just lay here in this bed. Thanks, no thanks, whatever. Goodbye. Leave me alone. You know?
If only that were an option.
What, the leave me alone part?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine they probably fucking
Get off
in
my
your
foot,
grill
please.
a lot.
You're not sitting on my foot. Get your 80-pound ass off. Go lay it down somewhere else.
So, I don't know. We're getting pretty close to wrapping this dang shindig up. I am kind of wondering what you guys' take on this is, though, a little bit. At this point in time, what are your predictions for the election?
My predictions or what I hope.
No, I'm not asking for hopes and dreams. I'm asking for what you think will actually happen.
Fuckery.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think we'll find out for at least 10 days.
Who's gonna sit in the Oval Office? Do you think?
We won't know for 10 days after the election day.
I mean, I agree that we won't know for some time after the election day, but let's fast forward to 10 days after that. Like, let's fast forward to January 1st the next year. Who's getting inaugurated?
Could be fucking Harris, dude.
It could
Sadly.
be.
Unfortunately, I hope not, but
And it actually looks like it might be, but every time I think that or I hear somebody say that, like, oh, it's going to be Harris. I'm like, well, in 2016, we all thought it was going to be Hillary, but it wasn't. So, like, I don't know. This one is the most difficult to call in my entire lifetime.
Could be a whole lot of fuckery.
I mean, if we were talking about hopes and dreams, my hopes and dreams would be neither of them. But that ain't gonna happen. I think both parties have better people to offer and better people to bring to the table.
well, I'll say this, that the same people who blamed Reagan was Pelosi and Schumer, the same people who blamed Trump, Pelosi and Schumer.
Well,
And the Democrats have had the White House for 12 of the last 16 years, but somehow it's Trump's fault.
you know one thing I can't wait for when it comes to this whole thing? I can't wait for it to be over just so I can stop listening to both sides saying if the other guy wins, it's going to be like the end of democracy or the end of the country or whatever extreme argument you might want to throw in there. Like, that's the part that really tires me out. Like, oh, well, if Trump gets in, Project 2025 and this and that and this and that. Oh, well, if Harris gets in, like, New World Order and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, just... Like, people have been saying it's gonna be the end of democracy for 20 fucking years. Like, chill out. Chill out. It's gonna be a lot of the same shit. Like, you know, things are gonna continue to suck, and that's just gonna be the way it is. Like
I
everybody.
did see today that Pelosi's gay lover got life in prison without parole.
Pelosi's gay lover.
Remember the dude back? What was it? Last year before, when his like supposedly beat him with a hammer and raped him and this and that and whatever. That
I don't.
no,
I
don't remember that.
I don't remember that. I
But yeah,
probably even reported on it, and I don't remember it because so much stupid shit has happened between then and now. Like the news media cycle for the last 2 years is enough to make your fucking brain melt.
well, see, I'm old enough to remember when the news reported both sides of the story. Dan Rather reported Connie Chung, Dan Rather, all the older people reported both sides of the news and let you decide.
Like everybody here is old enough to remember that. Like being old
and-
enough to remember that's not special, bro.
But now the news, you turn on the news, they're going to tell you what to think. Yeah, you can fuck off. Not all of them. I mean, only time I haven't turned my television on in like 2 weeks. I'm always out in the garage, but if I do, it's to play a game.
I've not found one that doesn't tell you what to think.
No, but you got these, CNN says this, well, MSNBC says this, NBC, nope, who the fuck cares? How about you know what, use your own brain, come to your own conclusion.
Yeah, well, fucking, there's a problem with that.
Nobody has a brain anymore.
Yeah, people don't have fucking brains. Or they do have brains, but they're not very strong because they never fucking use them.
No one has common sense anymore either.
I'm not sure anybody ever did.
Hey.
What? He was saying that fucking nobody's got common sense. Or that common sense isn't, like, people don't got common sense. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I'm a people.
Okay. People who are not us.
Well, I said anymore, but
Like, they should stop calling it common sense. I will say that. They need to stop calling it common sense because that shit is false advertising. You know what? Let's call Morgan & Morgan and let's get a class action lawsuit against whoever made that fucking term. For, like, false advertisement and stuff. Dude, it'll look like an Idiocracy style courtroom. I was in the middle of my living room, like, baiting. I was watching Honey that kicked my balls, and and these guys were on the TV talking about common sense. I can't find any of it anywhere. It's not so common, so I want to sue them. Dude, like that's kind of what that dude in Idiocracy sounded like. A little bit.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I make a point to watch that movie once a year.
It used to be a movie. Now all you gotta do is look out your window, though.
No, looking out the window is still disappointing, right? Because, like, the one cool thing about that world is that the companies in that world are honest and real. Get your extra big ass fries! Like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry for some extra big ass fries right now.
I did have the chicken Big Mac for lunch.
Dude, I'm just telling you that, like, if they were telling me, right, you could upsize your meal to get an extra big ass fry, that would sell me.
Fuck yeah.
I ain't even gotta be hungry, bro. I'm like, yeah, extra big ass fry? Fuck yeah, dude, sign me up. Like, I'm probably only gonna eat like half of them, but whatever.
I wish fries didn't suck when you reheated them.
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? How do we have... Think about all the pointless inventions that we have, right? And somehow nobody's come up with fries that we can reheat.
You put
Right.
them in oil.
Wait, you like re-oil
You
them?
put them in the air
Yes,
fryer.
that's how you heat up fries.
I
You
mean,
put them in the air fryer.
that's how... Like, no, I'm talking about reheating them.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
how
I
you
am
do it.
too.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that. Huh. I'm used to just writing them off when they get cold. Like, oh, these things are cold. They suck now.
Look up the video of the guy smoking a McDonald's fry. He like smokes it like a cigarette.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't ask
See-
questions. I just
see-
watch the videos.
See, this is a problem with the world these days, right? We have people who could look at a fry, at a perfectly good French fry, right, that you could eat. You know what? I'm not going to eat that. I think I'm going to go through the extra steps of pulling out a lighter so that I can smoke that bitch and suck McDonald's fucking grease into my lungs. It's like the guys who are who are like putting NyQuil in their food. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't get that.
And maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's not. I don't know. But in order for me to not judge that particular one, the people that are doing it have to explain it in a way that makes sense. Like,
And it all goes back to what we said a minute ago. Common sense.
talk to me like I'm a fucking fourth grader. Like, why are you doing this? I don't even care if it's offensive to me. Put it in as few and small of words as possible. Explain it to me like I don't know English. Dude, I'm gonna start using that one. That one's a good idea. Because you know what? I have known some 3rd and 4th graders who are pretty damn smart. I mean, I know people who don't speak English who are pretty damn smart too. But the fact of the matter is, like, people who don't speak English, when you're trying to talk to them in English, you have to, like, explain it in very basic ways.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's the perfect way of telling somebody to make something make sense to me. I'm going to start using that at work from now on.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
No. I'm going to say, explain it to me like I have trouble understanding the English language. Because I think that will better get across the point that I'm trying to do. Alrighty, well, I got good news for you. A tornado has not blown my house down, so that's great.
I kind of figured
Yeah.
that.
That's good.
We've been under a tornado watch.
Oh shit.
So, I've not lost power, and I've not lost my roof. So, I think I'm doing alright. That being said, we are going to have to end this shit show. I will see you guys on the next live.